Hello, my jelly fighters. My name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for the 1st of July, 2025. Oh, good. Starting this up again, and I'm off to the side with a very nice, very interesting first level of the dungeon. Probably means I'll die. I've been trying to get this started. I've played lots of games and stuff like that. Just haven't gotten it going. I was doing a lot of talk about free speech. I'm not sure if I'll do that. But considering, I mean, it's a little early, but or a little late for you guys, right? It's about 3 weeks ago for you. A U.S. senator just got handcuffed for being a jerk. So this is Senator Padilla from California, decided to interrupt a press conference, and I think the most interesting thing is no, most interesting thing is people are wandering around calling it unconstitutional somehow to um, whatever it is they did. I don't think he was actually processed. I'm sure ICE has a catch and release policy for senators. Um, do I want to try the flail or do I want to try the key? Take the chance with the key? Probably better. It's unlikely the flail's actually any good, and it's got a staff room. Um, Probably not a fifth or sixth one. So staff of poison 3 is the best. It probably would have been worth trying that staff room, especially since the door is right there. Let's see now. So I doubt it's unconstitutional to arrest a senator in any situation where you would arrest some other citizen of the United States. I don't think senators have special prerogatives to heckle and interrupt other people. So, I mean, he was getting up and he was heckling um, Christy Nome, which I wish I knew exactly what her title was, but I think she's DHS secretary. Um, and so here she is giving a press conference, and some jerk is going past the cordoned off area. It's gone over the ropes, and he's heckling the cabinet secretary. So let's pretend this is not a senator doing this. What happens to you? What happens to you if you do this? You are arrested. That is my guess. I do not know, right? I mean, I asked Google Gemini, and it agreed with my initial assessment, which is that it would not be a good idea for you to do that. Okay, so that is, like I said, that was my assessment as well. Feel free to have another opinion, but that is true. So, if I would be arrested for doing that, I think it's perfectly fine for him to be arrested, but I think he probably did not get actually arrested. I think probably he was released soon after. And of course, Padilla is doing this. He's up for re-election in a couple of months, so he's really just doing this. It's in a couple of months. It's just a little over a year, his reelection. I'm not sure if he has to worry about his I don't think he has to worry about his primary campaigns. Um, California has sort of a jungle ballot. I guess it's not technically a jungle ballot. It's a or jungle primary, excuse me. And this is allowed, and this allows this has increased its incumbency rate and things like that, which is why the incumbents voted for it in the first place, is because it's good for incumbents and bad for democracy. Because what's good for democracy is bad for incumbents. And like I said, all a campaign stunt. He's got a campaign coming, and he wants to make sure that he wins, and to do that, he has to look strong. So he's got to be a jerk, and so here he is being a jerk on live TV. Um, Now you know that there's something more to this than they're telling you, and you know this because they're not. Nobody's showing you what he did beforehand, right? Nobody's showing you what happened just before he started yelling and screaming and being a jerk, right? Instead, um, they're just showing you what's happened afterwards. So there you go. Now, obviously, again, if it's legal to arrest me for doing something, then it's legal to arrest a senator for doing it, except for, sitting in the senator's chair or something like that. But people that think senators are above the law shouldn't talk about politics. Right? The senators are not supposed to be above the law. So I'm actually fairly happy that something like this happened. Maybe it'll be good for him. Maybe it'll be bad. It'll be good for his base. And if we're worried about uh, re-election, that's probably good. But again, it's a jungle primary, right? So he has to worry about all the people of California to make sure that they put him in the first or the second place, almost certainly the first, because he'll have the most name recognition. Okay, so since, like I said, what I'd been worried about previously was free speech stuff. Let's see, should you be able to heckle like that? And in fact, what I decided previously in these things that we had not done earlier is that, in fact, you do not have the right to heckle, right? You do not have the right to go and shout things in somebody's face, right? So this is not, there's nothing unconstitutional about what happened there. And I would say that the people who had defended him know that too. I think they're hypocrites. I mean, it's one of those things. If they were talking and a senator started heckling them, he would not have a right to heckle them. Okay, I'm going to die from vampire bit. Let's see what else I have. Yeah, did not make it. Okay, well, there it is. That's my view on the Padilla thing. Jerk got what he ought to have. It would be better if they prosecuted him for being a dick because he was being a dick.